Well, we'll see if the audio wants to work on this camera here today. We're chopping down in behind the heifer barns. If you recall, between first and second cutting, we had a well, we tried drilling a well on the side of this field here. That didn't work out, so we went down into the lower field on the other side of this cornfield to our left. Tried drilling on the end of the field that's in behind us. That didn't work. The third spot we did find water at, and that was down at the opposite end. So we've got Andrew running this truck here today, being that we are right down in behind the barn. We're running 3 straight trucks and 1 tractor trailer. And so far things have been working smoothly. We just got done filling Mike. He's going up the tractor road right now. And we got Davey on deck. The girls, they are terra discing. Andrew started merging real early this morning, 7 o'clock or so. I say real early, that's not real early, but we didn't have too much of a dew this morning, so he was able to get started and get going. He got done with where he was at, came back to the farm about the time we started these fields here. Jumped in this truck, and then Jared jumped on the merger, and Jared's gone merging now. Andrew will run on these few fields that are down in behind the barn just to get a little bit of seat time in the truck. So we've got him just about full. He's running truck 18. We got a little partial windrow. I don't know. Sarge better hurry up and get down here. I don't know if 4 trucks are going to be enough to keep up here. We loaded Sarge first down here, then Mike, and now Andrew. A little bit more and he'll be loaded. Okay, there he is, he's loaded. Now Davey will slide in, start chopping on to him, and we've got the tractor trailer coming down through the tractor road. So 4 trucks should do pretty good. Once we get into the bigger field though, they might have a little trouble keeping up on that field. Being that if we were able to run back down this field on a windrow, we would have him filled before Sarge got into the field. He's right there. Alright, hopefully the audio is working on this damn camera, but it is what it is. If you followed along in the last video, I kinda got screwed with what I videoed to finish that one out with, and I went to screw around with the editing and whatever, and I found out that I didn't have no audio on half of the clips that I was going to use in that last video, and then the video that I started with this morning didn't have no audio either. We started working on the merger this morning, tearing it apart. I've got some footage of that. However, I don't have any footage. Well, don't have the audio. And it doesn't work all that great doing a voiceover over something that you've already videoed. So we're just going to leave it at that. So we've got this piece done. Again, where we drilled that first well was right over on that side of the cornfield there. Actually, it was, I think, right there. So we'll get down to that lower field. Andrew's making his way up the tractor road. Sarge is waiting for him to get past the tight spot. Single lane only. All right. Well, we've just started this lower field. We chopped the second cut down on this field. It was the 12th of July. Now today is the 21st of August. So the well that got drilled is right over there to our right. You can see a couple of plastic barrels hanging out there, and then you can see the well casing sticking up out of the ground. Now, I know some of you have wondered what is going on with that well. We have not done anything more with it. We need to figure out what we're going to do for power, whether we're going to bring it over from our existing spring, or if we're going to lay power in the trench that we dig to get the water line up to the barn. We might just send that water over to the spring as well, and then have it jump in that 4-inch line and run on up over the hill that way. So we've got some things to sort there. It probably won't get sorted this summer, because believe it or not, this summer is almost over with. It's hard to believe that, but that's the truth. So this is the furthest field down behind our old cow barns. We got Davy full. The old cow barns, you can see them up on top of the hill there. We've got Sarge just coming in, and then Mike is pulling in behind him. So we'll make our way around here, get this cleaned up, and then we'll move on out of here and get to the next field shot. Moisture on this is running in the mid-60s, and yeah, it's doing pretty good. So we'll be going by the spot where we attempted to drill the second well. That's just up here a little ways. We ended up driving the well drilling rig down across the middle of this freaking field, and of course that left somewhat of a permanent track right down through the middle of the field. It was quite pronounced after we took second cutting off. It is starting to fill back in now. However, it is highly visible, and I'm afraid that it's probably going to stay that way. If you recall, when we attempted to drill the well, we had gone through a real long dry spell, and right when the guy showed up to drill the well, about 2 days before that, it started raining. And it really hasn't stopped. I mean, we've gotten a fair amount of rain here in the past 6 weeks. It is actually drier here right now, taking this third cutting off, than it was when we took the second cutting off. Now the spot they drilled the second well is right over to our right, and then there is our roadway where we came down through the field with the equipment. 2 weeks ago, we ended up getting 6 to 8 inches of rain at the farm that we have that is furthest to the north. Now in the last video before this one, we actually had to use a dump wagon to chop some hay on that farm. When we started first cutting, we started on that farm and then worked ourselves from there this way. So we kind of need to cut in the same order, of course. Second cut, we did the same thing. And then when third cutting come along here and we started cutting last week, we're like, well, how is that going to be out there? We'll have to try the oldest seeding first. That wasn't too bad. Got into some of the newer seedings, and the ground was highly saturated, as you would believe. So we ended up pulling out of the area. We actually, the first bit of ground that we chopped was some ground that was towards the latter part of the cutting cycle, our root, if you will. We had to chop that first because they were going to they were planning on paving the back road that bit of chunk of land is on. They were actually supposed to pave that road today. However, they have moved that date back to the 28th of August. Today is the 21st of August. And then rumor has it they have moved it back to the 30th. They would request that we stay off that road for a little bit because they don't want to see the pavement get ruined with these trucks. I don't know how it's going to ruin the pavement, but it is what it is. So we agreed to stay off of it, took the cutting early, and we probably could have been up in there by the 28th and got it out of there if we stayed with our actual routine that we had. But it looks like that farm to our north, it looks like we're going to be doing that towards last. Just with the amount of rain they got over there, the damn hay is just about flat. Yeah. So we'll keep on keeping on here. So we got Sarge. We don't have him full, but we're gonna try to get his attention. You're loaded. Then instead of him doing a figure 8, he can just go out to the right, hit the tractor road, bang bang. He's 7/8 loaded. All right. So we got Michael in here on deck. Show you the well one more time. I can't remember when we did the second cut and if there was any equipment here or not, but that's where it is. So we'll go over to this further side of the field and we'll work our way backwards. Mike just about loaded and Andrew is ready to go ahead and slide on in now. So 4 trucks do pretty good keeping up on these fields that are right in around the barn here. Though you got it back in one piece anyways. like on that side hill like that, you would think he'd have come down on the level. That's why I jumped off him when I did. Oh well. Davey coming in on deck here. Well, we are just coming up the tractor road from what we call down back. Everybody has a down back, right? So the bunk is right on the other side of the road there. We're looking down over across the old cow pasture. We used to have, this used to all be fenced in. Actually, we're driving through part of the pasture here right now. So we've got a small little field in front of the parlor, and then we're going to move on to the next field after that. That field that's in front of the parlor is only about 2 acres. And yeah, we're going by the end of barn 4 and barn 7. Okay, so this is the last field on the home farm. We're actually right in front of the parlor. This is only about 1.5 acres or so. And looks like we're going to start it on Andrew. Oh, we'll let him get into place. Bang. It's a little green. Boy, it's not too bad. 58.78% moisture. We're in the neighborhood of 22% protein. We chopped this field on July 12th. The experts on YouTube say that you should harvest your hay at 28 days. Well, this has been about 40. It is the 21st of August today. So we'll see how Andrew does in this tight corner up here. Looks like we got a wad coming into us here. We'll just let it gobble that. Oh. Gobble, gobble. Super trucker. You guys are going to get dizzy for a hot second here because we're going to round this corner. Fairly confident that this is all going to fit on Andrew. Davey's like, oh, get headed to the next field. Wait a minute, it ain't going to fit. He's thinking maybe you better wait. Got Sarge on deck though. We'll circle around. Everybody wave to Chad. Wave to Chad. Make sure you wave. Is that a sharp Chevy truck or what? Yeah, buddy. Be a short video because I am not too certain that the audio even worked. So yeah, it for this video. We've got another 40 acres or so that we're going to chop tonight. And we're going to call it a day. Oh, Andrew's driving up the road. How dare he? Take it easy. We're out of here. Alrighty.